Hello, welcome back to my garden. What I'm planting here, or resowing I should say, is Queen Lime Zinnia. I had collected a bunch of seeds 2 or 3 years ago. I sowed them here and nothing came up. So I don't know if it was the seeds are no good or if I didn't properly collect them or store them. So I recently repurchased a packet of fresh zinnia seeds and I'm just gonna sow them right in here. I think that's good. Cover them up and I will water them later on when I water the rest of the garden. Actually, I may not. No, I don't think I'm watering the garden tonight because allegedly, possibly, we're going to get rain tonight. If not tonight, then definitely all day tomorrow. This right here is straw, mostly straw. It's supposed to be hay. I got a phone call. Do you want a bale? And I said, sure. Let me show you the size of this bale. This right here is, was 4 foot round, 4.5. I think it's 4.5 foot. 5 feet round about of hay, again, slash straw. So I accepted this and I have been chewing away at it. I also think some of the deer have come by to chew on it as well. That's okay, there's lots to go around. Let me show you what I have been doing with it besides using it for a mulch over in the flower garden. I've also been using it as a mulch here in many of my raised beds. Not all of the raised beds, because as I mentioned in a previous video, I take the grass clippings that I get from the lawnmower here, mowing the lawn here in the vegetable garden, and I use that also as a mulch in some of the beds. But I had so much of this, so I started putting it here. This bed here has loofah growing in the back, some basil, nasturtium, and there's supposed to be some mullein growing in the middle that is kind of coming up. Maybe it'll come up more after this week. We will see. Over here, I'm supposed to have some squashes and marigolds. The marigolds are starting to push up, not so much the squashes. But once things do start pushing up and getting bigger, then I'll start putting down mulch around all of them to help retain moisture in these beds. I need to put down a few more zinnia seeds. Let me show you. Right here, if you guys remember from watching a couple of videos ago, and if you didn't watch those videos, go back and watch those videos when I was making my not cut flower garden. I call it a not cut flower garden because the intention, my intention is not to cut flowers for inside the house, but to grow things here that I can't grow out in the flower garden because the deer will eat them. So it's sort of a little joke there that, because this looks like a cut flower garden, and I probably, or my wife probably will at some point maybe cut some flowers to bring them in. Either way, I had planted a couple of Mazarukia, I'll put the name on the screen here, zinnias, and one of them, not so good. This one looks a little weak, but still going strong, and then these over here are Oklahoma White, I believe. Yeah, Oklahoma White zinnias. They look good, and actually I see flower heads already, so they're doing great, but these two guys here, So I think with all the upcoming rain, I'm going to take the opportunity now to sow a few seeds. Now, these were all grown in cups as seedlings and then planted out, whereas the majority of the other zinnias that were in here, I just sowed seeds just like you saw me do with the Queen Lime there. And these, for whatever reason, these zinnias just didn't do all that great. Now, I'm going to leave this one for a bit longer, see what it does. Maybe it'll start to bounce back after all this rain that we're supposed to get this week. And we're supposed to get rain from Monday to Monday, allegedly, maybe. I'm going to re-sow some seeds in here, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, maybe the new seedlings will just come up and be spectacular and just take over this character here, because I really would like to see this flower, not just on a package label. It's kind of pretty. It's red and white here, so I'd like to maybe see how that turns out. So recently I mentioned that I had tried growing some sunflowers directly into the ground here. I was sowing them directly in, and they started to come up, but then something ate the heads, which was really weird. I tried it again, and same thing happened. Something ate the heads. And so, not wanting to be a quitter, I decided to try sowing them in cups up on the potting bench, and they are coming up, which is awesome. I was sitting at my desk, and I was just like, you know, maybe I should try one more time in the ground. I've got a bunch of sunflower seeds here. Let's just give this a whirl. What's the worst that could happen? Infamous last words. So I'm trying once again, and the variety I'm planting now is Mammoth Gray Stripe. These get to 12 foot tall. I'm going to cover this up just to keep Mr. Peter Cottontail away. There we go, with this cage. So hopefully, if it was Mr. Peter Cottontail nibbling at my sunflowers, this will keep him away. But I don't think it was. I think it was something else, a beetle or something that could get maybe through this fine mesh. There's one more thing I want to sow today. Some of you may have seen my previous video, but hopefully you did, about planting my dahlias up. All have been planted successfully and all will look okay so far. The real test will be over the next few weeks as they all get acclimated to the ground, start rooting in, and then growing. I had mentioned that Swan Island Dahlias was having a end of year clearance sale, and so I went and I picked up, I thought 3, but apparently I got 4 dahlias. So let me show you what I got, and we're gonna plant them up. First one is Cutie Patootie. This dahlia should get to about 5 foot tall, and it has a 3-inch bright pink flower. And this looks lovely, and I already see an eye on this. So we're just gonna drop in as is. And cover back up. Beautiful. And again, hopefully with the rain next week, it'll get these guys watered in. It'll prompt them to start growing, thriving, rooting in, and all should be well. The next 2 are gonna be side by side here. Let's do this one first. This one I've grown before. It has flowered before. Unfortunately, none of the divisions that I took last year survived. So I went and got myself a new one, which is Cornell. I'm trying to see where the eye is. I see an eye, wonderful. You can see how the tuber, instead of being oblong, it's more of a little golf ball here. Cover that back up. Put the tag in, there we go. Next one is gonna be Nettie. Grows to 3.5 feet tall. And it has a soft yellow flower. Yep, I see actually a couple eyes on this, which is very good. And this last one is going to be a new one for me. I've never grown this one before. Gabrielle Marie. This one grows to 4 feet tall and has 5-inch apricot peach flowers. This one's a small tuber, but already I see eyes, which is wonderful. So in that one goes. Cover that back up. And that's it. Now, one of you did mention in a comment that they used netting to help support the dahlias. Perfectly fine. I've also seen done with like a bamboo lattice work, and that looks really nice, but it takes a lot of work. So I decided to go with the old traditional method of just staking. If the plants grow to full size, they will cover up and disguise the stakes. I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. I have to finish mowing the lawn today. So yeah, that's got to do that before the rain comes. I'm not going to bother boring you with guys with that. I don't know what the rest of the week is going to hold because of the rain. But if it's going to do what I think it's going to do, which is on again, off again, I may run out at various points during the week and maybe start doing some garden tours because things are happening here in the garden. There's a lot of stuff growing, which is really awesome. And I like to show you guys what is working and not working, etc., etc. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click that bell icon to be notified when I do post up a new video, and this way you won't miss out on any of that. With all that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.